Warning, you're about to witness some serious levels of coping. Because as you can tell from my background, I am a big fan of Leon Edwards, and he got absolutely bummed against Sean Brady. And don't get me wrong, going into this fight, I knew that Sean Brady could win. I believe that Sean Brady is really good. Thought his win over Gastelum was good. His fight against Burns was it was quite fun, to be fair, and it was really good. He had a great performance. But I still thought that Leon Edwards was going to win this fight. I still had an idea that Leon could get this done. I mean, he looked like such a great anti-grappler against Kamaru Usman in that third fight. What the fuck has happened to him? Like, I just don't understand how Leon looked like a great anti-grappler in that third fight against Kamaru Usman. Was super sharp, shot selection was great, stuffed a load of takedowns. He got taken down a couple of times, but nothing crazy. I thought he looked fantastic in that third fight. The Belal fight, yeah, fair enough. He lost fair and square, but at least he won 2 rounds. Going up against Brady, there was none of that. And even after that dreadful performance against Brady, and let's be honest, dreadful performance against Belal, he's on back-to-back dreadful performances. I still believe in Leon Edwards. I may sound delusional, I don't care. I still believe that Leon Edwards can get the job done. Now, let me explain what I mean by that. Do I believe he could become champion? I mean, that's quite hard to believe after watching his last 2 performances, but I still believe that he can mix it in against the elite in the welterweight division. He's only 33 years of age, and I still think he's capable of being amongst the best in that welterweight division and being in the top 5 for the majority of the rest of his career. And the reason why I still believe in Leon is because I think he has all the tools and the skills. I think what it always comes down to, and everyone criticizes him for it, it's his mentality. It's all the mental side of things where he lets himself down. I think he's proven that he is very skilled. You know, he was in the 3rd round before he shot for that fucking... I don't even want to go... I'm going to get heated. I don't want to start talking about when he shot for that takedown in the 3rd round. Oh, but he proved in that 3rd round, you know, he was landing some a nice left uppercut, a nice elbow, and then he did what he did. But he does prove that he has great skills. We all know this. No one criticizes Leon for not being skilled. It's his mentality. You can just see it in between rounds. Just, oh, he feels sorry for him. So he looks like a lost dog, doesn't he? And you just feel sorry for a stray dog. And I don't say this as a dig at him. I like Leon Edwards. I say this because it needs to be said, because it is the truth. You can just see him when he's in his corner. Hence why in the Kamaru Usman fight, he had to get this big motivational speech from his coach. And I think we tried to do it in the Belal fight as well. There's a reason for that. He hasn't got it mentally, I don't think. And people were saying that after the Belal fight, and I would defend him, be like, well, against Usman, look what he did. But maybe that Usman was just a one-off. I'm not saying it's lucky. I'm not saying it's a fluke, because there was videos of him drilling that exact same setup and the way to knock out Usman. So I don't think he intended that knockout. So I don't think it's luck or anything like that. But I do think it was a flash in the pan when it came to mentality. Maybe it was a fluke and luck when it came to mentality side of Leon Edwards in that 2nd fight against Kamaru Usman when he got the comeback victory. And now what do I want for Leon Edwards? I want him to get a striker. This is where I'm coping a fair bit, because he's going to have to fight. I don't know who he's going to have to fight, but give him a striker now. I can't remember the last time he fought a striker. 2019 maybe? Almost 6 years ago against what? RDA, I think? Ever since then, it's just been grappler after grappler after grappler. Nate Diaz, actually, but Nate Diaz, would he class him as a striker? I mean, I suppose so. And even then he got tagged, so fuck, I'm not helping my argument. But still, I need to see him up against a striker. Ideally, Ian Garry. Why Ian Garry? They're both big names. They have a bit of heat there because of the sparring stories. Ian Garry's coming off a loss. Leon Edwards coming off 2 losses now. Make that fight. Scheduling-wise, could be a bit of an issue because Ian Garry might want to get in there a bit more sooner than Leon. But if you're Leon Edwards, you need to become active. No more once a year. At the most twice a year. I want to see a very active Leon Edwards. You took no damage against Sean Brady. Let's try and get you out there 3 times this year. You already done 1. Another 2 times. Let's get you out there. I'm sick of this inactive stuff and feeling sorry for yourself. We need to, you gotta find that dog in you, you know? Maybe, I don't know if it's changing my camps, changing my team. Don't know if it's that. We saw with like Jai Herbert. He's very like laid back and sat back in fights when he kind of should put his front foot down a bit more and put a foot on the gas a bit more, and he kind of doesn't. He's reluctant, so I don't know if it's a gym thing or what, but we need to see him bring that dog out of him a bit more than just constantly looking for the perfect shot and this and that. Fighting isn't always about just being perfect. Sometimes it's got to be ugly and dirty and scrappy, and I feel like that's what's missing from Leon's game. But if you're going to give him any striker, please do not give him fucking Carlos Prates. Please, please don't do that. I can't bear to witness that. The best matchups, Ian Gary would be the top one for me. Maybe the winner of Morales and Burns, but if Burns wins that, that's again another fucking grappler. MVP? I don't know, but maybe the winner of Jeff Neal and Prates, that could be a very realistic and nice one in my opinion. I wouldn't mind that whatsoever. And I've had a few people on my TikTok and my Instagram saying, tear down that photo, why don't you remove that photo? No, I won't. I'm still a fan of Leon. Like, I'm not like you bandwagon fans. Once their favourite fighter loses once or twice, you jump off the bandwagon, you act like you're never a fan, and fuck off and start supporting someone who's doing really successful. No, I like Leon. I'm a fan of Leon. I'm not going to just stop supporting him or stop being a fan of his because he's suffering a few losses. Petr Yan is my favourite fighter. I went through the trenches with him and he was on like 3 back-to-back losses. And now look, he's picked up a couple of wins and it's looking a bit better now. You know, you guys who say shit like this, I bet you're all Charles fans who suffered multiple losses and then went on a crazy winning streak. Losses are a part of the game. That's just how it is. Well, that's all I've got to say about Leon Edwards. I didn't want to rinse him too much. I just wanted to bring out a bit more positivity because everyone right now is just shedding negativity on the guy, and I do understand it. He's got a lot of haters. People find him very boring. Guys, I understand it. He can be frustrating to watch, but I'm just still a fan. I find him entertaining to watch when he gets things going when it comes to his striking, even though it can be frustrating as well. Don't get me wrong, I can be frustrated by his performances as well, like I have in recent times, but still at the same time, I think he is a joy to watch on the feet. So when people say he's boring, yeah, fair enough. You may think that. I don't think that, although I can see the times when he is boring and I do understand it. But thank you for watching the video. Let me know your thoughts on Leon and what you think is next. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.